Maroney, the former Sterling High School star, in goal. For FC Monmouth, Logan Brown, you see there, is the keeper. We'll get to the rest as we get a little break in the action here. But it's been Atlantic City with the possession. Lawrence to Donley, and a little bit too far. Alex Lawrence in his second year with Atlantic City FC, formerly of LaSalle University, headed now to the College of New Jersey. So Brown in goal. Eric Sedloka is a key member in the back, as is Jake Homowitz, Julian Ramirez, and Lawrence Mancino in the back for FC Monmouth. Davide Caputo, you got to watch him. He's number 8. As Cleary chasing that ball. Maroney clears it out. Oh, great job by Wokacha, who got ahead on the ball. But you're noticing Dylan Carlson, 16, doing a really nice job for FC Monmouth, controlling play in the midfield. He's one of the midfielders along with Josh Jerome. Ronan Hogg will be playing up top, as is the always dangerous Lenny Avilas. Who worked that right flank really well. Tremendous in space. He's a Rutgers player, and that ball goes out of bounds. So it'll be FC Monmouth on the throw. But Atlantic City has really taken it to FC Monmouth early here in the first half. We're in the 14th minute. We're scoreless from Stockton University. Glad to have you here for another season of Atlantic City FC soccer. Josh Jerome now, he'll give it to Ramirez. Ramirez on the throw. He's going to Hogg, or he's looking for Hogg there at first. Jerome making a run. Carlson with the first header. Ramirez. They're getting the ball on the ground. There's Lawrence. Lawrence has made a lot of good plays. Look at Lawrence that time. Play on. Carlson. Now on the attack. And they're going that time as a nice pass from Homowitz to Hogg, but Maroney coming out and getting to the play. They're looking again for Lawrence. That ball goes out. I'll tell you, Lawrence in open space has been a very dangerous player early on. Stephen Ostino is our referee. Andrew Benfer, AR1. Owen Mead, AR2. And our fourth official is Vladimir Romanchik. Atlantic City's ball again, as the Aces have continued to put the pressure on. FC Monmouth has scored 14 goals in its first 2 games. There's Carlson. McNamee, who's the Rowan player, and he was tripped up there, so it'll be Atlantic City again inside midfield with the free kick. Well, we've had a lot of rain leading up to this. It looks like the rain has let up right now. Game time temperature 58 degrees. Wokacha, midfielder of the year in the New Jersey Athletic Conference and a veteran of this Atlantic City team. Well, it's a good steal that time by Caputo, but he's limping a little bit. We'll see. Oh, well, his shoe's off. That's why. Jerome tries to settle it. A lot of pressure. Atlantic City using a nice little high press there. They were going for Avilas, And again, Atlantic City very familiar with FC Monmouth. Heil. Inside. Donnelly. And we have an offside call. Boy, they've been working up top really well. Donnelly has been a real pest already to this defense. Now it'll be a free kick for FC Monmouth. There's Mancino, College of New Jersey, back. Trying to work that, and now they're trying to switch fields there to go to Hogg. Hogg, who played last season at Marist. Again, look at the pressure that Cahill's putting on. They're making it very difficult for FC Monmouth to get out of their defensive zone. Now coming up to the side, Caputo. Oh, good move that time by Carlson, excuse me. Homowitz, who oftentimes comes up and helps the attack from the back. And here's Jerome right about from midfield. Again, pressure. Good pass up there. There's Aviles. Has 3 goals already in the first 2 games this season. FC Monmouth still with possession and finally stolen away that time by Alex Lawrence, who did a good job coming back defensively. Oh, there's a high kick that time by Donnelly. Mancino. Ramirez, who will work that flank and attack sometimes. Oh, good slide tackle that time by Wokacha. Jerome with the hustle. Out to the right side to Homowitz. Homowitz very dangerous on the attack. That's an excellent move by Jerome, number 18. Good play that time by Sadloka, the NJIT defender, wearing the captain's armband. Cahill. Lawrence, one-on-one, and excellent defense that time by Mancino. He had nobody behind him. Lawrence could have had some room there. Here comes Cahill trying to split 2 defenders. Cahill still with the possession. Look at that turn. Lawrence on the cross. Not cleared out. Wokacha keeps the ball in. And that ball headed out by Carlson. It's going to be our first corner kick of the day. Drew Heil, the former Washington Township standout, who's now in his sophomore season at Ryder, joined this Atlantic City team late in the year and made an outstanding contribution. Cleared out. but not totally. Oh, and that time Donnelly just got a piece of it that time, but Logan Brown was there to make the save. Logan Brown, who is a member of Rutgers, began his college career at Clemson and actually played in 3 games in 2023. That was the year the Clemson Tigers won the national championship. Caputo. Carlson. I'll tell you, Carlson has started so much with the attack, but Sadloka has to go back to his keeper. Ancino. Good feed that time by Patrick Shaw, who's entering his sophomore season at Coastal Carolina. But the clear by Ryan Cleary. Ramirez on the throw. 23rd minute, we're scoreless. Wokacha with the big clear. Donnelly. Oh, and that's an excellent play that time by Sadloka, as he had Donnelly right there and was able to keep possession. Oh, that's a good job that time by Tando, who trapped the ball, brought it down, but Sadloka will start it up. Atlantic City has done a really nice job bottling up the midfield. It's been hard for FC Monmouth to work it through the midfield. Heil going up. Heil hit away by Mancino. Still kept in by the Aces. Wokacha keeps it in. And that time there was a trip by Homowitz that time, and he's getting a yellow for that. Jake Homowitz, the rowing grad. So it'll be his former Rowan teammate, Luke McNamee, it looks like, lining up this free kick for Atlantic City. Atlantic City has put on a ton of pressure here in the first half. And you notice Sean Boyle comes from the back, and he's standing like around the far post. Remember, he had a good look before doing this. Boyle at about 6'4", very strong in the air. Number 3. Also Cleary coming up as well. And that ball is headed out, so it'll be a goal kick for FC Monmouth. FC Monmouth coached by Hugh McDonald, who's the associate head coach at Monmouth University. You notice early on, 16 Carlson, with the ball right now, was creating a lot of the play. And what Atlantic City has done is they've kind of bottled him up a little bit. He hasn't gotten as many free touches there to start out the attack. Steal. Here comes FC Monmouth. And that shot way wide that time by Davide Caputo. Making his 29th appearance for this FC Monmouth team. One shy of the team record. 26 minute, we're scoreless. Sadloka, really crafty with the ball on the outside, number 4 is. Heil. Play on, they say. Petke. inside, and the keeper will call for it. That's Logan Brown. Several players from St. Joe's University making their debut this year for Atlantic City FC, including Petke. We talked about Sean Boyle, Maroney, and they'll take their time working it up. Here's Boyle. Trying to go long ball, and that's a nice service that time to Lawrence. Lawrence was not able to keep that ball in. But I'll tell you, Atlantic City doing a nice job of isolating Lawrence on that flank. Ramirez on the throw. Hogg battling for it. Still has it. Both teams looking to try to establish possession. Carlson now goes to the outside as he saw a lot of congestion in there. Caputo, excellent trap. Tried to pass it to Hogg. And they're saying that Hogg on the push, trying to get possession. Cleary. Boy, Lawrence is all over the place, isn't he? Whether it's on the outside or the middle. Donnelly. Can he keep it in? No. Battling on the outside. And it's going to be FC Monmouth. Heil on the steal. You know, Heil's is about as good as anybody on this team at breaking down a defender one-on-one. We saw that a lot toward the end of last year when he joined the team. Of course, Atlantic City FC beat this FC Monmouth team 3-1 in the opening round of playoff game last year, and that was quite a battle. And they're saying that that ball went off Ramirez. Good job again by Cassidy Tando. Who's making his debut tonight for the Aces. Jerome. And excellent job. Aviles was going to Hogg just a little bit too far. Now they're going to the outside. Cahill, who's just so effective carrying it. But he'll take his time. Tando. Now a little pressure by FC Monmouth. Here comes Cleary on the outside. With a big head of steam. Trying to find McNamee down there. Uche Wokacha, a veteran on this team. Cahill with the header. And we have the offside call. So it'll be FC Monmouth. Carlson. As we said, they have not given 16 as much free rein to kind of work the ball out from the back. Ramirez. How about him? Splitting two. He nutmegged the player, but Wokacha on the intercept. Heil. Jerome. Cahill doing a nice job getting it back to Tando. Intercepted by Jerome. And Boyle makes the big play there. And we have a foul there. We're scoreless, 33rd minute here at Stockton. The opening game for Atlantic City FC in its second year with the League for Clubs. Petke inside there, but Brown makes the easy play. Homowitz from the outside. Carlson. Carlson's playing like that number 6 position where he's trying to distribute from the back. Petke now on the carry. Heil. And cleared away by Sadloka with the big kick there. Boyle on the header. Caputo. Jerome now. Sadloka, he's got a big foot. Inside, shot. And a save by Maroney. That was Caputo that time. So a little more pressure now being put on by FC Monmouth. There's Heil. Look at Heil's body control as he's able to keep control of the ball. Sadloka running it down with Donnelly. Donnelly somehow got a piece of that ball. Carlson kicks it off Heil there, so it'll be a throw on the far side for FC Monmouth. Big clear. Nice turn that time. Cleary. Excellent turn. Boyle couldn't quite clear that one. Hogg kept it in. Carlson on the flank. Inside there. Boyle got a piece of it, but now Atlantic City trying to get the ball out. Jerome on a great defensive play. Ball still in. Jerome. Back pass that time. And Cleary on the clear. Shaw that time, number 9, Patrick Shaw, entering his second year at Coastal Carolina, had a tremendous back pass. That almost created an opportunity. Boyle was looking for Cahill there, just overshot it. Ramirez on the throw. Boyle back to his keeper, Maroney. Caputo chasing. Petke, he'll bring it back and start it all over again. Cleary, who is about as good a long passer as this team has. That time just a little bit too strong, and Cahill unable to make that chest trap. That was a tough ball. So it'll be Ramirez on the throw on the near side. Hogg was calling for it. Tando doing a very nice one-on-one defending job on Hogg, who's very dangerous working that flank. Carlson. Caputo. Aviles. You know he's dangerous. Good work there. But Atlantic City not overcommitting on defense and forcing the pass back. That's good D by the Aces. Here comes Ramirez on the carry. Doesn't see anywhere, and now takes it back. Hogg. Hogg and Tando, that's a really nice matchup on that left side. Sedloka, he'll carry it. Cleary on the intercept. Lawrence on the one touch. Some extended pressure from FC Monmouth right here. Jerome looking to chip it into Hogg, but Maroney gets to the ball. And now with Cleary, they'll try to work it up that left side. Didn't see anything. Goes back to Boyle. I'll tell you, Cleary and Boyle, two really strong, tall center backs, tremendous in the air. Here comes Okacha. Heil touched it but couldn't get it. Sedloka kicks it off Atlantic City. So it'll be the NJIT defender with the ball right now, and he looks to clear. Tando with a nice play, keeping that ball in. Petke trying to go inside. Sedloka on the intercept. Hogg. Tando with a great defensive play. Here comes Lawrence. Lawrence has a little bit of room. Donnelly was trying to go to Heil. Donnelly shot wide. But it is off FC Monmouth, so it'll be the second corner kick for Atlantic City. Drew Heil he'll be entering his second season at Ryder, will be taking the corner. Boy, Atlantic City has so many people that are good in the air. So Heil on the corner. And that off FC Monmouth, so it'll be the third corner kick. FC Monmouth has yet to take a corner. Sedloka with the first header on that one. Petke keeps it in. How about that play by Petke? But now kicked out, and here comes FC Monmouth. They're looking for Hogg. Hogg! And cleared away by Boyle that time. You know, they always tell the forwards, play the miss, and he almost was able to do that time. But Boyle with the saving kick and cleared it away. Here's Cleary. Lawrence, he's been dangerous on this flank. Lawrence, and he's looking for big defensive play by Jerome that time. He was looking for Cahill, but Jerome, Hogg actually tries to go all the way on the other side. Aviles couldn't get much on it. Here comes Heil. Long shot there, save Brown. I'll tell you, Drew Heil is just so dangerous. You saw him there from distance. You see how he can break people down. Here comes Jerome. He's had a big first half. Caputo going down the left side with Boyle to beat. Caputo now looking for help. Ramirez. Caputo again. He'll come in the center. Caputo. Great with the ball. Caputo again getting by a couple. And Cahill coming back defensively made the play. Mancino keeps it in. And that ball will go out on the far side. It'll be McNamee on the throw. 43rd minute and we're scoreless here at Stockton. It's been a good one. Homowitz. That's a fine defensive play there. Here's Ramirez. He's been so solid. Ramirez not very flashy, but Tando on the intercept. And Ramirez that time on the slide tackle. And they're calling it FC Monmouth. That was an excellent job by Julian Ramirez. Shaw. Working in tight corners there. Shaw again. And a good defensive job by Cahill. Not allowing Patrick Shaw to get any momentum there. Jerome has been so solid in this first half, keeping possession. Sadloka now. Carlson. But Heil with a nice defensive play made Carlson have to go back to his defenders. Tando. Donnelly. Jerome just beat him to the ball. Excellent job by Josh Jerome, the Rutgers Scarlet Knight. Aviles. Oh, he's so dangerous working the flank. And it's still going to be FC Monmouth, but we have a player down. Oh, you hate to see that. It was a slide tackle. It's Cleary, who actually made an outstanding defensive play. On that, and Ryan Cleary, who was the New Jersey Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Year this past season at Rowan. He's walking off, and we'll see if we're in the 45th minute, although obviously we're going to have some stoppage time here. Two very skilled teams. These were playoff teams a year ago, and the expectation is the same once again. Said Loka on the outside, lining things up. And coming in for Atlantic City is Landon Eaton. So Eaton into the game. Mancino. Eaton that time actually was looking to go forward. The ball goes back to Maroney. Clock is not moving. I mean, we're in stoppage time. Maroney with a big kick. How about Lawrence that time on a header? Sadloka with the clear. Shaw. And cleared away. And it's going to be a free kick for FC Monmouth. Sadloka lining it up. Now that wall has to move back. That's not 10 yards back. Yep, and they're walking it back now. Referee, Stephen Austino, walking that wall back. Avila's lining it up there. Looks like he might try to send it over that wall into the right side. We'll see. Lenny, oh, he gets under it that time. That's exactly what he was trying to do, though. And that is it in what was an entertaining first half. No goals, but both teams showing some really strong attacking ability. After the first 45, we're scoreless, and we'll be back in the second half in about 10 minutes.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
get ready for the second half of your Atlantic City Aces. Let's make some noise for them.
And welcome back to the second half as we get started. It's scoreless first half. Atlantic City FC in the white uniforms. FC Monmouth in the blue. One good thing to report. Ryan Cleary, who left late in the first half due to injury, is back in the back, so that's good to see for Atlantic City FC. And it looks like both teams have their starting lineups into the game. That one kicked out, so it'll be a goal kick for Logan Brown. As we mentioned, Brown, a keeper for Rutgers. Here comes Heil on the intercept. Heil's dangerous in space. And he drew the foul that time on a trip, and this is going to be a dangerous situation here. As the Aces with a free kick. Probably about 25 yards out. Uche Wokacha lining up there, but also McNamee's there as well. As we said, Atlantic City FC very good in the air. Shoots it on goal. Shot, score! I think they thought that Wokacha was maybe going to put it to the far post. And Wokacha with the first goal of the season, and Atlantic City leading it 1-0. In the 47th minute. That's an outstanding goal by Wokacha, who, as we mentioned, was the midfielder of the year. He played his college ball right here at Stockton University. And Atlantic City up 1-0. By the way, he had 4 goals a year ago for Atlantic City. And now going up again, Heil going for it, but Brown able to get the ball. Again, pressure by Atlantic City. Oh, that is great touch that time by Aviles. How about that ball? They tried to go back and a little passing in tight corners and intercepted that time. That was a good defensive play by Lawrence. Wait, Alex Lawrence has just been all over the field. Number 11 has been for Atlantic City. Carlson was a really good distributor early in the first half, but then Atlantic City, I think, made some defensive adjustments. Heil, great body control. McNamee. How about Aviles that time on the steal? Yeah, we know him so much for his offensive ability. That was a great defensive play there. Homowitz was looking to go to Shaw on that outside, but the ball had a little bit too much on it. Again, if you're FC Monmouth, Shaw, Aviles, Hogg, you get those guys in space, and you can cause some problems for an opposing defense. Ramirez on the big header there on the outside. Atlantic City, Wokacha keeping it in. Petke. Oh, Atlantic City really working the ball well. How about Ramirez that time on the steal? That's an excellent play, but he kicked it toward the center. That could be very dangerous to do that. Got away with it. Here comes Hogg. Again, going for a veal is Atlantic City doing a nice job covering up defensively and not letting Lenny Avilas get that free space that he's so dangerous with. Here's Avilas right there. Oh, good intercept by McNamee that time. Heil, who's been so dangerous attacking. Shows good composure there. Tried to go one touch there, but Carlson on the intercept and the clear. How about that play by Carlson? He kept it in. Shaw battling with Cleary. Cleary was not able to keep it in, and that was the pressure by number 9, Patrick Shaw, who forced that pass. Jake Homowitz, the recent Rowan grad. A lot of Rowan, Stockton players in this game. Sadloka kept it in with a nice trap. Oh, I said there were no subs in the game, but there is one, number 21 in the back, Vitor Turnes. So Turnes into the game. Carlson. Jerome. I'll tell you, Jerome has done a nice job not only carrying the ball, but just holding possession. There's Jerome again. Carlson has a little bit of open space. He's got Sedloka if he could find him, and there he is. Sedloka now on the carry. Avilas. A little pushing there, and they're saying that Lenny held on that time, so it'll be Atlantic City on the free kick. Wait, that was a nice job by Drew Heil coming back defensively. Boyle with the long service. Homowitz on the header. McNamee. Donnelly couldn't quite pass it in there, and it was Jerome on the intercept. One thing about Jerome, if he doesn't see anything, he'll just hold the ball till he can find an open person. He's really had a lot of composure, number 18 with the ball. And one of several Rutgers Scarlet Knights on this team. You know, early in the game, Atlantic City was high pressing a little bit, making it tough to get out of the zone. That was Sedloka with a nice long pass. And cleared away. Donnelly. And Turnes just got his foot on that ball because Donnelly had a head of steam. Turnes. Token pressure by Atlantic City. Avilas. How about two number 10s? Avilas and Heil. That's a great matchup there. Heil that time with the steal. Turners with the long service. Avila's almost trapped that ball with his back heel. That is great touch. Now, the ball went too far and Maroney got to it. But you can see why they're trying not to give the Rutgers winger, who appeared in 12 games this past season for the Scarlet Knights, trying not to give much room. Boy, limping a little bit is Donley on that far side, but Donley's had a this is his first game for Atlantic City AC. Here's Homowitz. Has to keep the ball in, but has to go back. And that's really the pressure that Drew Heil has put on. I'll tell you, and there's Heil on the intercept. Heil tried to kick it to himself, but a little bit too far. Heil. Homowitz. Going to the outside. Shot, save Maroney. That was Ramirez that time on goal. And we're going to get the first corner kick of the game for FC Monmouth. It'll be the recent Rowan grad Jake Homowitz. That ball headed over. Goal kick, Atlantic City. So we've had some pretty good end-to-end action here. I believe that was Avilas on that head ball that time. So FC Monmouth trailing by a goal, but really showing the ability to attack here. So far, strong defensive effort by Atlantic City. Turners back to his keeper. Sadloka. You know, he's been passing to that far side. He was looking for Hogg that time on the left side. Good header by Wilkacha. Here comes Heil. One-on-one with Sadloka. Now they have an extra defender on. Homowitz came back there knowing how dangerous Heil is. Avilas goes back to Jerome. Jerome. FC Monmouth doing a nice job of spreading the ball wide. Hogg on the outside. Shaw to Hogg. Here comes Shaw. Going in. Avilas. Shaw trying to keep possession of it. Play on, Carlson. Homowitz. Caputo. And we have a foul on Atlantic City that time, and this is going to be a dangerous situation as a free kick. Right about 22 yards away. Ronan Hogg from Marist. There's the wall. Is that wall 10 yards? Yeah, I guess they're saying it is. Can he curve it around the wall to the right side? We'll see how he goes. Nope, he was going for the left, and that's over the crossbar. So Atlantic City with the free kick by Wilkacha taking the lead, but other than that, and that's a big thing, it's really been FC Monmouth kind of taking it to them here in the second half. Strong defensive effort by the Aces. Long kick there. And Tando just cleared it away, but I think they're saying, they're saying that there was a push by FC Monmouth. So it'll be Atlantic City on the free kick. Shot! Heil off the defense. Corner kick, fourth corner kick. Patrick Rojic into the game for Atlantic City, replacing Aiden Donnelly. Fourth corner kick of the game for the Aces. It's been won for FC Monmouth. Heil. Shot, score on the head ball. It looked like Boyle.
Aces goal.
So Boyle, in his first game for Atlantic City, gets the header off the Heil corner kick. In the 62nd minute. And it's 2-0 Atlantic City. Well, we said how dangerous Atlantic City is in the air when they bring people like Boyle and Cleary from the back in there. He was unmarked that time. So now we'll see how FC Monmouth goes about it, but they're certainly going to have to take some chances. And Atlantic City, instead of playing back, is really putting pressure on the defensive end. Boyle gets to that. Maroney on the clear. Looks like for Atlantic City coming in, Owen Sugra wearing number 8. Dylan Petke out for Atlantic City. Also into the game, Max Eichelbaum wearing number 34 for Atlantic City. It'll be Cahill on the free kick. Jerome on the clear. Tando goes back to his keeper. Maroney That's a pretty good one touch. Said Loco with the defensive play out there. And we had a yellow card. I didn't get who that was on. Said Loco and Rojic involved. And it looks like it could have been Rojic. We'll try to get the official. Turnus. Said Loca likes to go long ball. Homowitz. Good defense by Cleary that time. Carlson. How about that block by Heil? Heil's been all over the place. Carlson stayed with it, though. That's a nice play. Hogg tried to back pass it there. Good communication as Cleary was looking to get to that ball. And he was called off by Maroney. Now some pressure, some high pressure from FC Monmouth. Intercepted that time, but McNamee couldn't get by Homowitz. Here's Caputo, who has not made a lot of runs here today. He's a dangerous player with the ball. Well, we had some substitutions into the game. Jack Guerin, wearing number 19, who has scored 3 goals in the first 2 games, in one of the new players in for FC Monmouth. That was a good defensive play by Ramirez as Cahill tried to go one-on-one. Cahill now. Homowitz on the intercept. Boy, Homowitz so strong in the back, but also helps so much with the attack. Couple other players in for FC Monmouth. Ryan Koldanik, who's wearing number 30. Luan LaJoya wearing number 5. A lot of new players in for this FC Monmouth team. We talked about Guerin in there. There's the new guy in there, LaJoya. And that ball goes out. Aviles to LaJoya. Wokacha with the header. How about McNamee, who brought that ball down, Passed it back to Cleary. That's an excellent play. Inside there and cleared away by Boyle. What a game he's had besides the goal that he has scored. Rojic. And Sadloka is down and he looks hurt. Well, as we have some time, we'd like to mention some of the sponsors. SGI Wealth, JP Morgan Chase, Football Jobs, Tilton Fitness, Archer and Griner. And we're back to the action. Heil, shot, score! Well, Drew Heil has done just about everything tonight. Heil makes it 3-0 in the 71st minute.
Aces goal scored by number 10, Drew Heil.
Well, Heil, who was so impressive in his brief late season stint with this team last year, has picked up where he has left off. Had the assist earlier, and he's been a tremendous two-way player here tonight. He's made a bunch of steals defensively, and Atlantic City in full control here. These two teams are in the Northeast Conference South Division. Here comes Heil again. Caputo, who has not really gotten ahead of steam tonight. Heil again with the steal that time. Homowitz, though, got his foot on that. Looking for some possession. And by the way, in his brief time here, Patrick Rojic, number 7, has made some things happen for Atlantic City. Aviles, one shot, save, near side, Maroney. Well, if you're a keeper and you're watching Maroney play, he did an excellent job that time at cutting off that angle. Aviles did not have much of an area to shoot. Still wasn't an easy save. Oh, they were going for Heil that time. Cleared away. Here comes Aviles. Lenny trying to go one-on-one. Going in the center. How about Cleary that time? Off the ball and making the defensive play. Heil at midfield. He's been a force. McNamee, one touch to Heil. Heil can shoot from there. Didn't get a lot on that one, as it. Sometimes when you're that far out and you're trying to put a lot on it, you lean back a little too far. One of the few times tonight that Hiles had a rough go of it because for most of the evening, he has just been a dominant force here for Atlantic City. Koldanik, who had that ball just into the game, as we said. You know, even with a 3-0 lead, you see the pressure that Atlantic City's putting on in the defensive zone. Zoya. And see that? They have to go back to the keeper. Trying to go long ball, but a nice header that time by number 21, Cassidy Tando. '76th minute, Atlantic City in full control, 3-0. And make no mistake, this is an excellent FC Monmouth team and one that is going to be very capable of getting into the postseason. McNamee on the header that time, right back to Maroney. Textbook defense as he had Aviles right on his back. Boy, the two-way performances of so many players here, you would think that Coach Andrew Catalana certainly has to be happy with the way the Aces are playing in their opener. Catalana, in his second season as the head coach, he was an assistant before that. Trying to go to the outside as Ramirez is there, but how about Wokacha beating him to the ball? Uche, who scored the first goal of the season. Heil didn't get enough on the back pass that time. But a nice defensive play by Boyle because Aviles could have been running right in on goal. Into the game is Kenyon Carter, who's playing his first game for Atlantic City, and he replaces James Cahill, who had a great game. Carter, by the way, a rising sophomore at Westchester University, a Cherry Hill East grad, and he played a lot as a freshman last year. 15 games, he started 9 for the Golden Rams. That ball headed back, but how about Maroney keeping it in and saving it from being a corner kick? What an effort tonight by Atlantic City, and I can't emphasize enough how good this FC Monmouth team is. Good job by Sugra controlling. How about Wokacha? Look at that control. Look at Wokacha that time. Oh, man. Eichenbaum on the far side. Are they saying we had a foul throw there? Yep, it's going to be FC Monmouth. Boy, some physical play out here. Shaw tried to make the pass inside. McNamee on the outside for Atlantic City. Sugra that time drew the foul. A little pushing there as we're seeing Tando and Gurin. You know, in a game like this, when it's 3-0, you don't want to do anything silly that'll get you ejected, and then you have to miss some games. So you're hoping the cooler heads prevail. You know, there was a lot of rain coming in. And it was raining before the game, but the rain really settled down, and it's actually a nice night to play soccer here at Stockton. We're told that, let's see, told that Rojek got, oh, we're seeing a yellow and a red. Okay. They're still trying to sort things out over on the far side. Atlantic City under control. Sugra. Cleary. Eichenbaum. Carter. Heil still in there, still creating trouble for the defense. McNamee couldn't quite control it. And Caputo clears. And a good job by the defense by Atlantic City as they drew FC Monmouth offsides. So Atlantic City playing a man down. But at this point, oh, there was a red on both sides. I'm sorry. Okay, we're told that Homowitz also got a red. Eichenbaum on the intercept that time. Carter. Looking to go to far post. And that was Heil off the defense. It'll be Eichenbaum on the 5th corner kick of the game for Atlantic City. Low corner. It was initially headed out by Cole Danik. Guerin. Shot. And that's off Carter. So it should be a corner. Second of the game. Nate Nevsky also into the game for FC Monmouth. Guerin on the corner. Oh, ball goes all the way by. So now at this point, what you're hoping to do is just get no injuries, no more red cards, obviously. But Atlantic City on the way to an impressive opening game. By the way, Atlantic City will be back here at Stockton May 31st, a 6 p.m. game against Sousa FC of Long Island. That's a new team. That is cleared out of there by Cassidy Tando, who's had a terrific debut game in the back for Atlantic City. Guerin. Aviles. Lenny. Sugra on the intercept. Good composure once again. Here comes Carter. You know, Carter played in the back a lot for Westchester. We're seeing him up on the attack here. Wokacha. I'll tell you, Wokacha and Heil have been just a dominating pair here tonight for Atlantic City. Cleary with the long service. He's going to Heil. Also into the game, Noah Jones, who you just saw with the ball, number 15 for FC Monmouth. We're in the 89th minute. You know, one thing you notice about Maroney playing, he's got very good footwork. He's got like field player skills. Handles the ball really well there. You saw it that time. Eichenbaum took a shot that time. Maybe a little frustration by Aviles that time. Cleary lining it up. And it looks like Heil is getting a well-deserved rest of the game rest. Landon Eaton, who was in early in the first half when Cleary was injured, into the game. Three minutes of stoppage time, we're told. And for FC Monmouth, will look to regroup. Remember, this was a scoreless first half. And FC Monmouth made some good runs on the goal that time. But then Wokacha with the free kick early in the second half in the 47th minute. And from there, Atlantic City took off. Evan Villaboy, number 20, into the game also for Atlantic City. Caputo goes out to the left side. Trying to send it to the right side now. Lazoya. There's Jones. He was looking for Avila's. You know, with Caputo, Avila's, Hogg, I think this FC Monmouth team is going to score a lot of goals. I know they had 14 in the first two games. One of them when the opposing keeper got a red early on, so that certainly impacted things. They won their first two games 7-0 and 7-2. Gurin tried to go inside there, and a nice job by Cleary. How about Cleary making that defensive play, or at least forcing him to take an errant shot, and Maroney in no hurry. Tyler Wagner into the game for Atlantic City. He's going to be a rising junior at Westchester University. The product of Clearview High School, playing for that great program with the Pioneers. Eaton. Carter to his Westchester teammate Wagner. 3-0 Atlantic City in an impressive debut over still what I think is going to be one of the top teams in the conference in FC Monmouth. How about Cleary? Still making good passes. That one a little intercepted, but not a little intercepted. It was intercepted. Carter trying to work the flank. Now coming in. Carter, one-on-one. And how about that defensive play by Lazoya? Caputo. The fact that they did not allow Caputo and Avila's much room in open space tonight was a real key for the defense. And that'll do it. Atlantic City FC with an impressive opening game performance, scoring 3 second-half goals in a 3-0 victory over FC Monmouth. Wokacha got the scoring started in the 47th minute on an outstanding free kick. Then Boyle on a head ball off a corner from Heil, and then Drew Heil in the 71st minute finished the scoring. Ryan Maroney with the shutout, and a tremendous job by the defense of Atlantic City FC. So that'll wrap it up. Atlantic City again returns here to Stockton May 31st, 6 p.m. against Sousa FC of Long Island. So Atlantic City 1-0. FC Monmouth now 2-1. That final score, once again, Atlantic City 3, FC Monmouth nothing. Mark Narducci saying thanks so much for watching, and have a good evening, everybody.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.